Hey, welcome to Night Kids After Dark podcast, episode 16 on what's today's date? Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. And it's me, BTG Plays, one of your hosts, along with Yanonick,
What's happening?
Professor Daxter,
Hello.
Rainbowkisses,
Hello.
and new to the starting five, LilyMasume.
And the late one. Hello.
What's up, guys?
What is popping? How was everyone's week?
It was good.
Fail.
First off, a happy Father's Day to anybody whose dad's out here and or out
Hey.
taking care of other people's kids, and happy Juneteenth.
Happy
Happy
Juneteenth.
Father's
Holiday.
Day and Juneteenth.
Yes.
Can we
Yeah,
get an
everyone had
explanation
a-
mainly for me? I want to make sure I fully understand what Juneteenth is.
So-
Sure. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Who's gonna do it?
So basically, it's the celebration of the end of slavery, essentially.
Gotcha.
Which
I think that's a
is-
pretty good reason to celebrate, in my opinion.
So
That's
For sure.
the last one in Galveston, Texas, because they were late 2 years later until the folks came in on horseback and said, "Hey guys, y'all was
Yeah.
free for a minute." So
yes.
how many?
So pretty much after slavery was ended, it took so long for it to get across the entire country, and Juneteenth is the official day that the last person found out that they were actually free.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I heard something about Texas going separate from the United States. Is that something that you guys heard?
Yeah, so Texas did leave the United States and started its own, or became its own independent. But
Legit? It's
but
happened.
that was lasted a very short period of time, like a bleep in history's time.
Yeah.
I thought it was like recent.
No.
Oh.
Could you imagine that happening in today's world? Oh, that would be terrifying.
Well, then we probably wouldn't be on here with Lily.
Right.
Man, they're
Americans only, Lily.
Yeah, dang Texan.
I'm only here for the cheap living.
No, so we had an interesting weekend. We got to play TMNT Shredder's Revenge. We did it. Yeah, we did a community stream, had people drop in and out. Did it in one sitting.
Woo!
It was brutal on my
Congrats.
head.
Challenging.
How long
I
did
had
it take?
about 2.5 to 3 hours.
It was about
Roughly.
4 hours. It was a 4-hour stream.
Well, half of that was waiting around.
Yeah. Waiting
Like
for people.
3.5
Setting up.
hours.
Trying to
Because
party.
know how
up.
to show up late.
No, it was just like because the party system's a little wonky, like trying to invite people crossplay and stuff. Because it's like on Xbox Game Pass, also on Steam, but it does the partying through Epic Games and Xbox. So like,
Yeah, for whatever reason, why they made it that system that way was bad.
yeah. But at the end of the day, it didn't destroy the fun that we had.
It really
Yeah.
didn't.
No, it was a lot of fun.
I heard
I-
Crimson Comet just being ignorant before I had to leave.
He
What-
was playing April O'Neil, and he was like, "This is April O'Neil giving you Channel 9 News." That was the greatest.
comment?
Right. Any comments?
So what was your overall take on the game? You know.
Oh man. Okay. Honestly, I felt like they were giving homage to all the older retro arcade games, especially the TMNT games, and bringing back a lot of the music and looks of the game. So overall, I thought it was a fantastic game, and would like to see more of that kind of games. Honestly.
What about you, Dexter? I know you joined us in the tail end. You were watching a lot of time. You know, getting
I
your
watched-
game on.
Yeah, I watched most of it because I didn't know if I could like jump in and actually play. However, I even reached out to the devs on Twitter and I told them, I was like, this is fantastic. You know, it really shows that like there's a community for these old style games and all that stuff. And I told them I would love to see like a Power Rangers or something else next. I can't wait to see what they do next. And yeah, I'm excited.
That would be so good. Did anybody, Lily or Rainbow, did you guys ever get a chance to play it?
I played
No.
last night with the hubby while I was surfing on Cloud 9. It was pretty dope. I liked it. I was playing as April as well. and she's pretty good. She can throw some hands.
She is
My
good.
boy Leo just getting left in the dust, man. It's crazy.
I actually got to play Leo the other day with my son, and I actually really liked him and kind of wished I started with him. But no, overall, I thought the game was like design wise was good, and it like Yanonick said, it was like a homage to every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. It's like they took the best levels from the games and made it like a greatest hits, and then like because you literally saw characters from every game.
Every
And
game.
the battles, like a lot of the battles were like the same but not the same.
I'll even
levels up.
I'll even go a step forward. So I feel like a lot of times games have a hard time being able to be nostalgic and good at the same time, and they get away with games because of the nostalgia factor. This was a good game by itself. This was a
Exactly.
fun game, and then on top of that, it was nostalgic. So
And let alone the soundtrack. The soundtrack was awesome. Like I was like,
Mhm.
oh,
Oh
they
yeah, I
did
did that. The
such a
the music, it was
fantastic
great.
job.
speaking
And then
of,
go ahead.
oh,
You need to go
sorry.
ahead and
I was
drop that
just
album.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Drop the album.
And I
Mhm.
was just gonna say, on top of like nostalgia factors, they're talking about there's like a one of the other topics. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to bring up on this or not, but Jack and Daxter's coming back, and I'm excited. I've been talking about it for weeks on this podcast.
Oh
So
yeah. Jack and Daxter.
yeah, they're getting ported to PC, and it's not from the actual developers. It's a third party, but it looks so good, so clean.
Mhm.
And I
I
asked
watched. I was gonna say I watched a YouTube video on it as like the updated version, and it's just fantastic looking. It's gorgeous.
so what's interesting to me is that I hear quite often people in general say oh, they keep bringing back these old titles. It's like they running out of ideas. They can't make anything new. I'm personally am okay with the bringing back of Jack and Daxter, you know what I mean, or Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Like, I like these ideas, but how do you guys feel about the ideas of newer games versus bringing back these games?
I For me at least, I think that there's a shred of truth of them running out of ideas, and that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a bad thing. However, I do agree with some people saying, there's not any more original ideas. We're kind of hitting like a weird patch. However, games like Jack and Daxter, TMNT, Power Rangers, whatever, that nostalgia is going to feel so good going back into it. Especially, I would rather see a Jack and Daxter port, or I would rather see a TMNT than the next Last of Us one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like this is footage of the game
It
actually.
looks so good.
So it's
Right?
like it's 4K, what 60 FPS and all
Yeah,
that.
60, yeah, 48, 4K, 60 frames.
Pretty crazy.
What they did was they removed some of the stuff that didn't make sense in the game, and then they just cleaned up and polished the game. So yeah, I'm gonna probably be playing it. It's already out. 98% of the game's out right now, so you can actually go download it right now.
What's impressive to me is the talent that like just people in the community have. They're like, hey, let's get together. We're gonna get up. We're pretty much gonna remake Jack and Daxter and just make it 4K and 60 FPS so we can play the whole thing over again in the highest fidelity possible. Like, and you guys just did this.
What I hope is that it's Insomniac, right? That made Jack and Daxter.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I hope that they see this and go, hey, we could actually remake this and do like what Final Fantasy did with 7.
Oh, by actually broadening the story and make it that much cleaner.
Yeah. I think they could update this game and just make it a masterpiece. I think it was already a masterpiece. It was one of those games that kind of went under the radar compared to like
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank, and yeah, exactly. So yeah, this game is gorgeous.
What was
Yeah.
the name of? Oh, go ahead, BT.
I was about to say I'm cool with like these like remasters or remakes to make them higher digital quality because look, my son like he'll see some of these games and literally he'll be like, oh, I really like that game, it looks cool, until he sees it and the first thing he says out of his mouth is like, this looks old. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, You don't even know what an old game looks like. So even like when he saw Ninja Turtles, he's like, "Oh, this looks like an old game." I was like, "It's not," but he had so much fun with it. He's like, "I like it." But like these type of games, he would be interested in, but because they looked so like wonky, he's like,
2D
"Yeah,"
or
yeah,
like pixelated. Yeah.
yeah. He's like, "Yeah, I like it, but I can't really play this."
There's a
My
reason
youngest
why I
will
can't pick up certain
be
games
on
that
it.
are old.
It was
I
kind of
have
like
a PS2, so my kid actually bought Pac-Man Racing for the PS2 to play. So she's all in, full force, don't matter what system it is.
it was for me. Like it was kind of like with Final Fantasy VII. Like I played Final Fantasy VII later, or after I played 8, and it took me a while to like be like, all right, let me really get through Final Fantasy VII because I was so used to the way 8 looked, and I was like, why does 7 look like this? Like this looks crazy.
Well, it's one of
Polygon.
those things. It's one of those things. Like I can't watch like the old Star Wars movies and stuff for the same exact reason. Like I can't get past how good a Marvel movie looks now compared to how bad the animations were for an old Star Wars. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter how good the story is. Sometimes that's just like a barrier that we have to deal with. And if there's not a nostalgia factor, I could play Jack and Daxter because of the nostalgia. But if I would play it now and it looked like it did back then, I probably couldn't pick it up. You know what I mean?
Do you feel as though this is targeted to a particular audience, or do you feel as though this is meant for both the new and old?
I think this is just a nostalgia kick. I don't think it's gonna make a big leap in terms of
As
new
far as what
players.
Jack and Daxter. So I think I mean this was created by the fans, so it's not really targeting anybody except for the fans
Yeah.
that wanted to do this.
The old school, the old at heart, and in the joints.
Now, hopefully
And
they don't
even
get sued.
no, I think they fully allowed it. I think Insomniac fully allowed it because I think it's free. They're not making money on it. It's a free game, so
Oh, nice.
yeah, you can like right now you can go download the file.
Well, for the Steam.
It's not on Steam. It's an independent thing.
Yeah, it's on GitHub. Also, be careful on GitHub.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I
because
never
GitHub's
had-
pretty much like open source like programs and stuff, so you can't really.
Test.
I mean,
find
yeah,
out.
somebody
You-
could
you
literally
downloaded
put
them.
something on there that's a virus. It's
Oh,
kind
so
of
it's like
it's at your own
Kazaa
risk.
Because
and LimeWire.
No, that's pretty dope though. I'm all
But I
about
even
that.
think I would even say even with like Final Fantasy VII though, I think that it did well across the board, but it was still targeted for people who played the original Final Fantasy VII and really wanted to see the change or whatever. So
Speaking of
I
Final
just want
Fantasy
to see
VII,
Cloud in the dress.
so we did get the announcement that Final Fantasy VII remake is going to be a trilogy. Um, thoughts? The
I
second
will.
part is called Rebirth.
I'll throw my money at it.
all of it.
All of it. Take my money.
yeah, I
So
never
per-
actually finished the first part of Final Fantasy VII, like the part one. I'm actually gonna be doing a stream on it after BioShock. So I'm really excited because what I played of Final Fantasy VII, I loved. But I ended up wanting to play it on stream, so I waited. So I'm
Yeah.
excited.
So
Ready.
pretty much, Final Fantasy VII Remake will be a trilogy. Square Enix confirmed that its big Final Fantasy VII Remake project will be 3 games, middle chapter out next winter. Today during Square, well, this is by Zach Swazin. This came out Thursday from Kotaku. Today during Square Enix's big Final Fantasy VII 25th anniversary live stream, it confirmed that its large-scale Final Fantasy VII Remake project will be spread across 3 separate games as part of a remake trilogy. While we always knew Final Fantasy VII Remake would span more than one game, this is the first official confirmation from Square Enix about how the entries will make up the ambitious project. Part 1 of this trilogy was Final Fantasy VII Remake, first released in 2020. Dang, it's been that long already.
Mhm.
That remake, if you didn't know, was a very good game, willing to make changes to the original storyline of the beloved 90s JRPG. As for the next entry in this newly confirmed trilogy, that will be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which itself was just announced during the stream today, which is out next winter. That leaves a third, currently unnamed entry into the trilogy that will be released in the future. No details on the final game were revealed during the 15-minute stream today. If you missed it, here's the stream. Uh, so my thoughts on this is I'm excited for it, but I'm also skeptical because they haven't released how this is gonna change the game, right? Because you had Final Fantasy remake, the first one, you pretty much are able to level up to max level, get your materia leveled up to max. Like, what's the progression gonna be like? Is each title pretty much gonna be a separate game, and it's like you're just starting from the beginning, but the story's continuing? Like, how are they gonna work that out? You were able to get ultimate weapons and stuff on the first remake. So like where do you go from there as far as progression, or even like are they changing it to open world? Are Is stuff going to be cut out?
Oh,
What are they exactly changing about the stories? So like in this part.
what do
Probably
you? Oh, go
dress
ahead.
it more like they've done with like they're re-releasing every story in between. So they're probably gonna go deeper into the story between the lovebirds of Sephiroth and Cloud. But I think like they did like for the interlude one with Tifa. Nope, wrong. Yuffie. Jesus. They'll probably have it like integrated, like you continue the story, and the enemies may like be on the same level as you, or make a whole new level cap. That could
I
be
would be
Could
awesome.
fine
do
starting
that.
at level 1 again. I will straight up. I think it's as long as the story's good, the rest doesn't matter as much to me. I'm okay with starting. I'm okay if we hit level 100 in the first game and then we're level 1 again in part 2. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, see, it's
They don't
just
even have to explain it to me. They don't even.
it's kind of
You
like,
know,
but as far as like the combat goes, because like,
it
are
would just
you?
restart. It would just
Yeah,
reset like as
would
if.
you get reset all the secret materials and stuff that you found? Everything resets all over again. Like, how does that work? Because if you're starting a third through the game, you wouldn't technically start all your material over, like go from Thundaga all the way back down to Thunder.
Yeah,
Like,
that
you
would
know what I
Fair.
be
mean? Um,
crappy.
I mean, you could
yeah,
also easily explain it. Like they're smart. They could probably easily explain, like, oh no, we lost all of our. But then they would have to do it twice because there's a
right,
third part.
exactly. The progression is just the big thing for me. I'm cool if they have to change stuff about the story, and I'm kind of someone brought a good point to me, like maybe the remake is how they originally wanted to tell the story. So if they
Oh,
do change stuff with the story, that maybe they couldn't express the story the way they wanted to in the original Final Fantasy VII, which is
Of
why
the
things are
space.
changing. Exactly.
I have
Uh,
a question.
yes.
So in the first one, because for Kingdom Hearts as a reference point, right? You can play the entire game and get like level 50, and then you have to really like actually farm to get like level 100. Was it the same in 7, or was it like you got to like level 80, level 90 without like actually having to do anything?
Oh no, you had to farm the crap out of
Nine.
that stuff.
Yeah.
So you
Like
had to
the
actually make a conscious effort to hit level 100.
exactly, and
hmm
that's
Gotcha.
my issue with the remake now. Like you can reach max level in the first part of the game. Like that wouldn't have happened in the original Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
But you
does
know what?
that bother or take away from what you, which is ultimately the story? In my opinion, that's the
It doesn't
primary
take.
focus.
It depends because the way you progressed in Final Fantasy VII, you got your ultimates closer to the end of the story. But in remake, you kind of already have like your stuff and your
Well, it's
ultimate
crazy.
weapons.
It's crazy though because each part is literally a game in itself. Like they're
Right.
huge games. Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see. I have faith that they're not gonna mess it up. But one of the comments on this article that had me dead. It says Final Fantasy VII in 3 parts, or as we called them in the '90s, disc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, do not lose one dead disc or you're gonna be mad as hell.
Or scratch it.
Oh Lord,
Oh
yeah.
no.
What's crazy though is if you think about it, that game was in what 4 parts, 4 discs back then, right?
I
3 or
think
4, yeah.
I think 7
And
was 3.
3, and
think it
now
was
you're
still
talking
3
about
discs.
3 whole games of like 60 plus gigabytes each. You know how much story that is?
Yeah, that's a lot.
And
And
then
then a
once,
whole lot more world
yeah,
at
well, you
that.
also know as soon as like the game's done and the game is complete, they're gonna sell it all in one giant game, right? Like at the end of it, it's not gonna be part 1, part 2, part 3. The trilogy, Final Fantasy, the trilogy is gonna be what's sold. You know what I mean? So that's a huge game. That's like
I mean,
almost 200 gigs of
for
data.
us impatient people, that's why they sell them.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see. But I guess any
Speaking
other
of
thoughts?
old style games, I was gonna bring up Cuphead. It hit the news again.
Is a Cuphead.
Cuphead is a game where it's actually hand drawn, which is amazing. I think it's like one of the coolest things about this game. However, the director, because they're making a second one, made an announcement that did not care about delays. They just care about the staff's well being. And I think that's something that you don't see in the industry as much anymore, as somebody who, doesn't worry about like a timeline. They care more about how they treat their employees and stuff like that. And they
That's
have a
rare as
track
hell.
record. Yeah, that and this game has a track record of being absolutely fantastic. So it looks really good for this team.
Like you
Have y'all
said,
talked to Netflix?
no, I haven't seen the show yet. I heard good things about it though.
Wait, there's a
Sorry.
show for this game.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a show. It's on Netflix,
Yep,
and
yep.
it looks just like the game for the most part. But it's interesting, and this article is one of the big things. I'm glad that they are doing this because burnout in jobs in general is just crazy, right?
Especially in the
alone-
gaming industry.
Yeah, let alone the
The-
gaming industry.
I was gonna say the gaming industry is known for burnout, and they're also known for like deadlines. So
And then, like, at the end of the day, like, right, who cares how long it takes? Like, there's so many games out there. They can take as long as they want. And
And we got the
you'll be able
fans,
to-
they'll wait.
yeah,
it's
you'll
better
be
to
able
take
play
2
it.
extra. To be honest, it's better in my opinion to take 2 months and sell really well than to release 2 months early unfinished, and also the bad PR after everybody's like, yeah, we were worked to the bone.
As a developer, the challenges are that you have a project deadline, let's say December 20th, right? The challenge is that if you find a bug or an error that is causing the game to not be able to progress and you're still trying to figure that out, you may need longer than those 2 months. And the problem is that if you have a publisher, let's say for example you have, I don't know, Microsoft or something, just that owns the right to the company, and they're saying you need to have this game out by this deadline or you're going to cost us money. That's where a lot of the challenges come from. But I don't believe the Cupheads owned by
not, though.
anyone else.
They don't
Yeah,
have
so
a
they don't have
publisher.
that stress.
Yeah. I was about to say the same thing. When you have a publisher wanting a bottom dollar, it doesn't matter how dedicated the team is. And at the end of the day, it comes down onto the developers who then or the director, then who has to look at the game designers and go, hey, I know you're working 10-hour days, but I need you to do more because this needs to be out. And then you got exhaustion, and then you got mess ups because of that exhaustion. It's just it sucks, but
Do you think it's
Yeah.
because these people haven't been in the shoes of these developers, so they don't fully understand what?
absolutely.
So,
They're-
like, you know how like you have a manager, but they have no idea what you do on your day-to-day basis, and they're just like, "I need you to do this," and you're like, "It doesn't work like that."
I don't
100%.
I don't
That's
think so much from a
everywhere, too.
direct I don't think so much from a director standpoint, but from a publisher standpoint, absolutely. I think
Yeah,
the director, I don't think it's the directors or anybody in the game. Like at the end of the day, Cyberpunk, for instance, is a great example. I don't think it's a director or a game designer's fault. It was the publisher demanding that it needed to be out at a certain time. And those people have no idea anything about games. They're business owners. They care about a bottom dollar. So
They're looking at
Yeah.
market
Do you
strategies.
think they
Right.
should start like these companies should start hiring like a game designer or someone that is well versed in what it takes on the back end, like as part of their board and stuff like that?
Ooh, that's a good point.
That'd be an ideal situation, but if it
It's
would
there,
ever
but
happen, doubt it.
at the end of the day, it's the investors and what they want because they want their money back. And
Right.
if they're not going to get it in a timely manner, like they're going to pull out. So it's a complicated situation, but I think overall the industry, any industry, needs to realize how valuable their employees are and the workers that are making this stuff for you to make your investment back. Yeah,
That's why Kickstarters are so important. If you see a game that you really think has potential, you back it.
Yeah.
Especially for like small indie companies.
True.
And I think that's probably I'm not sure, but Professor, would you say that Jack and Daxter creation was backed? Is that something that would be backed?
I don't think so. No, I don't think they're allowed to make money off of it. If it's a fan created thing, obviously they don't have the rights to it, so they could get sued regardless. But I doubt that any company would allow somebody else to make money off of.
I see. They would
You
shut
know
it
what I
down
mean?
as soon as
Right.
You'll be right in court,
right in there,
right in there, losing your house, car, and all of it.
making sure you don't drop the soap and all.
I'm just glad
Oh,
Jack
no.
and Daxter's not a Nintendo product. That's all I'm saying.
Very good.
100%. Speaking of going to court,
Oh,
Mm-mm.
so any Flash fans in here?
Love the
I
Flash.
enjoyed
He's
the-
my favorite superhero. He's actually my favorite superhero.
Wait, hold on, for real? Because Flash
Yeah,
is my
he is.
favorite superhero.
Yeah,
Really?
The Flash is always
Yeah,
been my
wow.
favorite
he's always
superhero.
been my favorite too.
That's
That's crazy.
Thoughts on Flash?
not Ezra Miller, but the other one. The actual Flash.
Oh, the one from I was about to say
The
from
fl-
CW. He's
Yeah, I
adorable.
love-
I
I
prefer
Yeah.
the CW Flash over.
I think we all agree.
DC
CW.
Flash.
I don't know
I
why
wish
they
they
didn't pull
would've-
him.
Exactly. Like
Two different
you
Maybe
already had that guy, like who's great, and then you pull this other guy. I instantly hated him in the movie, so I was just like, no.
The way he was running all weird. I'm like, what kind of run are you doing, sir?
So apparently, Warner Bros. Reportedly isn't likely to keep Ezra Miller in the Flash role in future DC films. Miller's ongoing legal issues are making this decision very difficult for Warner Bros. So
They
if you
gonna
don't
pay for it?
know,
Now you know.
so Ezra Miller, he's had a lot of stuff going on. He's had some relationship with a girl named Dakota at 14. Now she's 18 and seems to be missing, maybe with him. Their parents are saying that he's brainwashed her and all types of stuff. He's had a case in Hawaii where he attacked a lady, throwing a chair at her.
Those memes were great.
I did not know that, for what it's worth.
He had another case. I
chair.
forget what the other case was. Maybe that was in North Dakota. It's somewhere. But he was brandishing a weapon, and then later he apologized for that. I don't know what's going on with Ezra, but Warner Bros. Is considering, they're trying to figure out whether they're gonna promote this movie and still like release it with him in it and try
I
to.
think he's that good of an actor.
What else has he been in?
The Joker. Yeah, he was in Gotham, right?
See in Gotham?
Don't remember him in Gotham.
Hold on. I'll tell you exactly what he's been in.
But either way, they're trying to decide how they're going to move forward because they're not going to move forward with him. But they still want this phase of DC movies to come out. It's possible, but if they don't know if they're going to promote this movie, put it out in theaters, or put it on HBO Max just to get things started and then move on without him.
He was in Suicide Squad too.
He was in Fantastic
Oh,
Beasts.
was he?
He was.
Oh yeah,
Apparently he was,
that.
but what
Credence-
character was he?
Credence Barebone was his name.
Ah, can't run from that name.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But
they spent
are you talking about,
$200
like,
million
Lucy?
on this movie.
200
But we haven't
million?
heard anything else from it. I thought they scrapped it, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it came out for what it's worth. I thought
Nah.
it's been out.
Nope. But I mean, I'm kind of at a crossroads. As Flash, I want to see it, but I'm not a fan of Ezra.
Yeah.
They better do
Apparently
like
what's
they
going
did.
on.
What's that? Superman's mustache and just PG that Joan out, replace his face with somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know, man. My thoughts on this, I'm conflicted.
His suit's sick looking though, but
It is.
I'm not a fan of Ezra. Whenever they announced him for the Justice League movie, I was like, not my Flash, sorry, and then I moved on.
Not my Flash.
Yeah.
Look, I gave him a chance, but his conduct outside of acting
Was he good
has
as the
been a
Flash?
positive. I thought so.
I didn't watch the movie. I just saw the memes of him running.
I thought he fit the personality pretty well, actually. It's just
He was even in the CW Flash too.
He was?
a minute, for a second. Yeah, they did the Flashpoint.
yeah.
And,
Oh my
he
god, that
showed
was
up
such
for
a
like
good.
a millisecond. Yeah.
So he was in
We
it.
didn't need him there.
They needed all the Flashes. They even brought the original Flash.
We didn't
Who
need
played-
him
Really?
plays
though.
The original?
Yeah,
Yeah, they brought every Flash and
They brought all Supermans. They brought what's his name from Smallville.
Wow.
that was the
Spoilers,
peak of
sorry.
CW. That was the
It-
peak.
it was so
think,
good.
I think enough time has passed.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a good episode. But yeah,
I'm still waiting on the new Superman and Lois. The new season starts soon, so
I haven't
Is it
finished that,
good?
but Superman and
So
Lois is
good.
very. You can
so good.
that's on HBO Max also. You can
Wow.
tell like Superman and Lois is the start of them producing television shows outside of the CW, and the quality is you can tell the difference.
It's gone up.
Yeah.
Mm.
But not to say that like a lot of the CW stuff was great.
Yeah,
I-
for
I
sure.
think the issue that
I
I had
enjoyed
with
Arrow
CW
very
is
much.
Oh, man,
the
I did
Flash
too.
didn't know when to stop. They didn't know when to end the Flash.
Oh, 100%. It
It
got
got-
to a point where it's like, what
Yeah.
are we doing now?
Yeah. Next
Let's-
bad but guy. All
How
right.
far can we ride
done.
this?
It's the
Shout out
same
to the
guy
cameraman for
again.
keeping up.
But for what it's worth, the Arrow was probably one of the best, like from start to finish. I think the Flash had a better start, but
Black
like
Lightning.
the Arrow.
Stephen Amell.
was
Oh
freaking-
my gosh.
Stephen
Black
Amell.
Lightning.
Bye.
I liked Black Lightning. I
Black
thought it was
Lightning.
good,
I
but
enjoyed Black
I
Lightning.
looked at Black Lightning more as like a social issue more than like a superhero show. If that makes sense.
Black Lightning.
You know,
I'm
I-
allowed to have my opinion, BTG.
I like the villains in Black Lightning.
No, it's good. Arrow is definitely one of my favorites too.
you built this city. I'm like, oh,
I mean, it was good. It started off so strong too.
it did.
failed this city.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't
And
even
everyone would
know.
die and come back. That fantastic.
And I was a big fan of the one girl before she went into the day after, or what was that show called where they like time traveled? I didn't
Hero?
like it.
Legends of
Oh,
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
She was
but
basically.
Oh, you talking about White Canary?
yeah, she was. Yeah,
Did he say
That face
hero?
was weird.
huh?
Nothing.
Don't be
Stephen-
talking bad about my
Stephen
girl.
Amell.
Oh, that's
hi.
your girl.
Yeah,
If you could meet up with her, you would. You would like
I'm
to meet
taking
her?
my shot for sure.
I just realized I was on Wi-Fi.
Sarah Lance, but that's not her real name. It's
We're
Katie
back.
Lotz. Is her
Katie
name.
Lotz.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. Windows is acting weird. I don't know.
No, did you get Windows 11?
Of course I did, and that's why it's.
Yeah,
No,
if you go
I
back
think
to
actually,
Windows 10, had
I
to
think
get rid of Windows
OBS. When I did the update, it turned my run Streamlabs OBS off as administrator, so I just ran it as administrator. So hopefully we're good. But yeah, enough on DC Universe. Time to get to the real cream of the crop, Marvel.
Heck yeah, the true
The
superhero.
slander,
What are you talking
the
about?
shade that was just thrown.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Marvel got live action. DC has animation, except for the newest Constantine. Ugh.
I just
Oh,
want
it
you to
wasn't good?
know That
Look at the animation. That's what I'm saying.
all I'm saying is Marvel is the Katie Lotz of anime or of shows. It's like,
Either way, Marvel
Yeah.
Studios Kevin Feige reveals details on MCU's next big saga coming soon. Yeah. So
Yeah,
Kevin
we
Feige.
really haven't figured out like what the next phase is yet.
Oh yes,
it
we
hasn't.
have. They
Yeah, he
forever.
put that out
Oh
long
wait, no,
ago.
it's gonna be what's his name from Loki, isn't it?
So you got
can't-
Kang the Conqueror. So pretty
Yeah.
much everything that they've been
Yes.
teasing all the way since after Thanos has been Secret War saga.
Mhm.
And I am super excited about Secret Wars. So hopefully, I mean, shoot, I'm.
We
He's my Kang.
we're gonna be
Marvel-
super old by the time it's out, though.
Don't say that, man. I want to watch this.
Back
I
in
don't
my
like
day, we had.
Put on my hearing glasses.
Wait a what?
What? Your hearing glasses? Oh, that's some new tech, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep up with it. I'm just glad I don't have to start from the beginning. Imagine like my kid
Oof.
having to start from like Iron Man 1 to keep up.
Jeez Louise. But they're
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Oh.
They're not sufferable to sit through. I
Some
think
of
there's...
them are pretty bad.
Which one
I-
comes to mind?
I still watched
Hulk.
them all.
The
Oh.
first Hulk movie.
Oh. Well, it was fun. It was fun.
How you say it says a lot.
There is a never MCU. Wait, what's the new MCU? Yeah, the new saga. We knew about it. We just
Oh yeah,
didn't
it's the new
guarantee
phase.
it
Oh, Vito.
And, I mean, it pretty much phase 5 is the next phase because I think
We're in for.
Yeah,
right
Doctor
now.
Strange is ending it, right?
I have no idea.
Let me see.
Still one of the best movies, and we still haven't talked about it.
I know.
We haven't talked about it. Yeah, I'm making Professor sad.
I forgot what it was about, man. Like it's been so long.
It'll be
I
on
didn't.
Disney Plus this week.
I
Oh,
know.
it's-
I'm about to
Can we watch
rewatch
it?
it.
It's
still.
tomorrow, right?
I
Yo,
believe
Vito, thank
so.
you so much for that follow. I appreciate you.
Oh,
Yay.
man.
Hello, Vito.
Hello.
Appreciate the follow. Thank you.
Man, they just copying me at this point.
I'm sorry.
what?
You're a
Okay.
trendsetter. You're a trendsetter.
I don't know you.
That's my part.
I'll
They
never
be
get
wilding
old.
out. They be wilding out.
Oh man, but yeah, no, I'm super excited about Marvel's next phase. Are you guys going to see Thor: Love and Thunder?
Yes.
I'm going
Absolutely.
to, but I'm
I
not
mean-
hyped for it. if that
Why?
makes sense.
Lady
His
I
Thor,
hate
you're
worth-
not
how
a
they turned
fan,
him into
or-
a comedy. I
His
want a
worth-
serious Thor again.
No, I like his cheeks. So I'm going to go see Thor.
Whoa.
Did y'all not see
That's
the
not
trailer? when we had
America's
it?
ass. That's not. That is not
That
Steve
is-
Rogers.
That is a guy's ass. So
But if you really think about it, Thor was serious in the first film he came out in.
The
And
first
that-
three. First two, and then he got like funny.
So the first one wasn't ever. If a lot of people didn't enjoy the first Thor film that much, the second Thor film, a lot of people were just like, "What is this? What's going on here?" And then afterwards, did it get better? But that's because they introduced comedy or character to Thor. He was just supposed to be like God, you know. and-
I feel like the comedy made him human. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Sure,
And-
I just don't
Which
like
he's
the
not.
slapstick.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just don't like the slapstick. It's kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy kind of thing, and then it just felt like we're like, all right, we're done with Thor, but we're gonna keep him around so that when something big and bad comes, we can bring him back in, and it won't be an issue. But yeah, like I'm gonna watch it. I'm just not. It's not like Doctor Strange where I'm like, oh, I have to see this movie, or it's not like Iron Man when I had to see the movie. So
Do you feel as
I
though it's
have
not
to
going?
see it.
Do you feel as though it's not going to affect the story very much? So, or I don't know how to put it. Do you feel like Thor is not going to be
Push the
affecting?
plot?
Yeah, because they are introducing another Thor, if I'm correct.
That
I-
part I don't like.
Oh, I love
I
that.
do. I'm really excited for that.
So I think because that marks the start of the new phase because eventually there is a female Thor that takes over.
Yeah.
I think the reason why Marvel's doing
Yeah.
a veto is because one, the actors are starting to get older, and two, they're trying to get out of contracts. And then they have to make sure it makes sense in the story plot too. So I think it works out that way.
And it's already
Female Thor in
happened.
the comics. So
It's already happened in the comics. So,
Right.
I just hope
But
they
it-
use her actual story for how they go about doing it.
It sounds like they're going to change the story as to how, but I hope that they keep it somewhat relatively close to.
Yeah.
What
I don't
is
know
the story?
jack diddly about the new. I don't know anything about female Thor. I know it's Jane, which is what his lover or whatever.
his ex-girlfriend.
So from
Yeah,
what I
that's-
understand about the female Thor, she has like terminal illness, cancer or something, and her being Thor is keeping her alive. Or something
How
Yeah.
does
like
one
that.
become
Yeah.
Thor though?
And then when she goes
You
back
get
to normal,
chosen.
it kind of gets worse, I think. When
What's
she goes
crazy?
back to being
What's crazy to me is she has broken Mjolnir.
She has
Which
a
is-
broke. Oh, right.
Yeah, she has the
Has a
broken
what?
Mjolnir hammer, and it's
oh
put
yeah,
back together.
she caught that on the air like, ha! Guess what, you whores? But
She didn't become Thor via the First Lady clause. I have no idea what we're talking about now. I like
Vito,
the
you have to
movie.
enlighten us.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it outright. I'm just a fan of seeing what they're going to do with these characters, especially since we're familiar with them. We know that he's spending time with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and on top of
Oh,
all
yeah.
else things, the story is about Thor, but we're seeing these other characters being placed into this scenario. So I love every single last one of them. Slapstick is there, but
Yeah.
I know
I
I'm
don't-
in
I don't
for
think
a,
it's-
a
especially
laugh.
with Drax,
I
I
don't
love
I
Drax.
don't think it's I don't think it necessarily is a bad thing. It's just not it's just one of those things where it's not like a die hard I have to go see it day one, but I'm still gonna go see it. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not dying to see it, but it still pushes the plot and it still is a Marvel movie, so I'm still gonna go see it.
I think it's gonna be a fun.
But so the thing is with
Uh,
what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, with her taking over. I mean, you're getting a lot of transition coming up. Like even with the Marvel TV shows on Disney Plus. Like now you're seeing Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel is part of the new Avengers.
And she's also part of the Marvels too, because
Yeah.
she's gonna be in that.
and you're getting Black Panther's sister Shuri. Like, I mean, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. But
Rest in peace.
they gotta move on. I mean, like Dak said, they're getting older. The actors are getting older. They need to transition to newer characters because there's so much to the Marvel universe that people don't know about, and they've gotten to the point where they can do these things.
oh, like the female Iron Man.
Yeah.
I forgot her name though.
Oh, rescue.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, she has the rescue suit.
Oh
So-
yeah.
I also
Yeah.
think that Marvel does a really good job too in terms of like explaining characters that you might not necessarily know. Like Camilla Khan as Miss Marvel. They do a good job of setting it up and explaining. Funny enough, they use the same thing as the Avengers game where that she goes to a convention and whatever. But like it's really cool because I think this is where DC falls off. They don't explain their characters. You don't know who they are unless you know who they are. Like, yeah, I know who Iron Man is, and I don't necessarily need a story about it. But characters like Thor or characters like the Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that, you don't necessarily might not know who they are, but
Moon
they
Knight.
explain
Oh yeah.
it. So
Yeah. They do a good job of introducing us to new characters and making us feel like we are interested in them. You know what I mean?
Speaking
Yeah.
of Miss Marvel and Kamala Khan, how do you? I mean, I've watched it. I know Dax has watched it so far. How do you feel about how her powers are in this compared to what they normally are?
I don't
she-
know yet.
So she still has stretchy arms. They're just different.
Are they
However-
stretchy?
Yeah.
Sort of.
She has
Yeah.
she has
Are you
more like
started?
It's like Green
Started.
Lantern's powers.
Sure, fair. Let's go with that. That's fine. But I also think that shows have a horrible time showing elasticity powers as
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. And I think they did a really good job of keeping that. So
Vito says he hates that they buried the Illuminati in Doctor Strange too. Now there was another universe
That was another.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
spoiler alert, but yes.
Who hasn't seen it? Hold on. Who has not seen this
Spaghetti
movie yet?
Man.
For those of you
Rainbow
just
hasn't seen it?
listening, the whole
Rainbow
audience.
has not seen it.
Lily, have
Oh.
you seen the movie?
Oh hell yeah, I have.
Okay.
Sorry, Rainbow. Hey, you want to have a date, Rainbow, and go watch the movie or watch it?
All
You can actually do a stream party on Disney Plus.
I'll
We
be
should do a
watching
stream
it
party. Let's do
tomorrow
that.
once it hits.
Yo, what's up, Sean? No,
Yeah,
let's actually
Disney
make a
Plus.
community tonight and all watch it on Disney Plus.
Oh, that would
Oh,
be
I
fun.
don't have Disney Plus, so I guess.
Only one of us needs it. You just
That's
just
true.
streaming it.
put it on.
Because I know,
Oh.
well, I know with Netflix, they're like, well, they used to do the. They
We're not
block
going to
it
do
where
that,
you can't.
Disney.
We would never share content.
Exactly, guys. Everyone listening, we're focused on doing party
I'd rather
mode
see
legally.
Mickey Mouse ears pop up on screen like, oh,
Oh, no. I'm coming for that ass.
More info in the Discord.
Yeah. No, but the only thing I will say is I'm really excited for Reed Richards, the character, the person who played Mr. Fantastic is
Yes.
he's so good.
yes.
I'm so pumped. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a word out of Yano's book. Moist.
Yeah.
Well, let me look up this Reed Richards. Let me see here. Who
You
is
who played Reed Richard?
The dude
Bye.
from The Office.
Jim?
Yeah.
Jim from The Office.
You didn't know it? Spoiler alert.
Bye. Can we boot him out?
All I'm saying is he nailed it, and I'm here for it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm the smartest man in the universe or something like that. I'm
And
just
I
like,
also have the
Oh, excuse me.
sexiest beard alive.
Oh, he is. Oh man, the things I want to say.
And, well, enough about DC and Marvel heroes. There's
Speaking
another
of gods,
hero.
though. Speaking
Oh,
of
and gods and heroes.
Disney Hercules is getting a live action movie, and it's being directed by the Aladdin director Guy Ritchie. Did you guys? Hercules is my favorite Disney movie. It's actually one of my favorite movies of all time. Across the board, I loved Hercules growing
was it
up.
the music,
Lion
the
King.
animation?
It was the
I like
whole
Hades.
thing, man. It had
He was-
such a good
Hades was the
cast.
first one that did. What are those? To his little
Yeah.
mate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm,
Yes,
I'm 5 hours away from taking over the entire universe, the entire cosmos, and you are wearing his merchandise? Love it.
Wow, the original Hercules
know.
came out in 97.
Wow.
96, but yeah, it's been a
Oh.
long time.
Did
My
they say who's
bones
gonna
started
play
creaking.
him
That's a
in the
great
live
question.
action?
Dexter.
I have no idea. I haven't read the article.
Nah, all right. So Disney's Hercules getting live action movie helmed by Guy Ritchie, the Aladdin director. Guy Ritchie is a long way from his days making English gangster movies like Snatch. These days, he's helming movies like Disney's live action Aladdin, which managed to gross more than $1 billion when it released in 2019. What?
Golly.
Enjoyed it.
So what's next? How about a live-action Hercules? Deadline reports that Ritchie will be taking the reins of Disney's next live-action adaptation, which will be produced by the company runs by Avengers Endgame directors Joe and Anthony Russo.
That's
the studio
amazing.
is currently in the process of hiring writers for the project. Originally released back in 1997, Hercules is one of the latter-day entries in the so-called Disney Renaissance, with Tate Donovan starring as the titular hero as he joins the Prometheus Academy. Danny DeVito, I forgot Danny DeVito is in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
Phil.
the little goat. Yeah,
Yeah.
Phil.
Danny
Satyr.
DeVito also
Satyr.
starred as Phil, a surly satyr who
They
trains
better use
aspiring
him in
heroes.
voice.
And James, look, I'm not gonna read this. If you haven't seen Hercules, go see Hercules. It's the latest in the string of live-action Disney adaptations, including Beauty and the Beast and Mulan. A Little Mermaid adaptation is also slated to release in 2023. As for Ritchie, he hasn't left action movies behind entirely. According to Deadline, he recently shot an untitled action movie with Jake Gyllenhaal that was sold to MGM and Amazon. With Hercules still in need of a script, we probably won't see a release until 2024 at the very earliest. While you wait, check out our list of 25 best Disney animated movies and best movies on Disney Plus.
So who do y'all think would
So
be
I have a
great
lot
to
of-
play Hercules?
You know
I
who
know
they
Dexter.
like to cast?
Johnson.
Don't
I
all
was
speak
gonna
at
say The
once.
Rock. The Rock. That's what they're gonna cast.
Oh
no,
my
As
God.
Hercules, you're
He-
crazy,
didn't he
You
already
know
play?
they're gonna cast
He
him.
did. He
He already
play as
played Hercules.
and it was bad.
It was
They
terrible.
still gonna get him. Who else is
We
a
don't want to
buff?
see that.
So Hercules was
Chris
never really
Evans.
that buff, to be honest.
Well, yeah, he was
No.
small. Then
Yes
he
or
got
no?
buff.
Even at like as big as he was never massive though.
But
Chris Evans, man.
oh, that's a good one.
No, it's not. Stop.
Why? He's hilarious.
No, it's not. No.
He's hilarious and he's muscular.
If that was the only thing that I needed, I'd be at the gym a couple more times a week, and I would be in this movie.
Well, I suggested you the first time.
Yeah, well, no. So I have a lot to say on this topic, only because this is like something that's super close to my heart. I love the movie. However, they haven't been able to make a Hercules movie live action and get away with it yet, and it triggers me. And then two, I'm way more excited now that I know that Guy Ritchie is directing it, and they have the Russo brothers on it. That's huge. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do, and I hope that they get Danny DeVito to voice the satyr again as
So
Phil.
I just pulled up an article that
Yeah.
people who they think should play Hercules for this live action.
I
and
swear to
one of
God, if
them-
you say Chris Evans,
one of them is Chris. No, it's not. It's actually Richard Madden.
Oh.
Y'all know
I'd
who
have
that
to-
is?
Is that Madden's son? John Madden's son?
No, man. Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
You're talking about
Oh.
like the dark skin, like big buff dude.
No, you'll see.
Oh wait, no, that's the.
Oh, what about
mermaid
that giant that like the tall,
Oh,
who like the tall
yeah.
women?
Rob Stark.
Well, they have.
Rob? No. Was it?
dude? I could
Was he
see
Rob?
that.
Oh, he's oh.
I think he could. He's got to get a little more buff. But
Oh,
I think
this
his hair
guy.
is right. I think his hair is okay.
Tom Holland is young Hercules.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, that,
Sign me
Hey,
up.
I can see that.
I
Yeah.
can see that too.
That would work.
Thing too.
Oh, Aubrey Plaza. I could see that too.
I love her level of humor. I like her as her
I
personality.
love Aubrey Plaza. She is like funny, gorgeous too. Like it's
Yeah.
a weird, yeah.
Connor
Conor
McGregor.
McGregor.
Somebody
Thank you.
time him out.
Somebody time him out. Time out.
Not Connor.
Also, James Woods. I would love to see James Woods come back for this.
They also put Christopher Walken as Hades. I think that would be pretty.
That
good.
would be good. He,
Oh,
how
but
old
he's
is
so
he?
old.
Oh man.
James
He's
Woods.
like-
Why are we not doing James Woods? He's young enough; he can do it, and they would still like animate. They would CGI him.
They put Danny DeVito as Phil again.
I'm here for
Danny
it.
DeVito's.
Wait, why he look like Nick
Didn't he
Cage
play
in
that?
picture?
Yes,
Yeah, Danny DeVito played
He
Phil.
did the
yeah.
voice, yeah. But we're talking live action.
He looks like Nicolas Cage.
Oh my! They got Jonah Hill as Pain. You know, one of the little demon, the fat demon.
Oh, I can see.
Why they
Oh,
got?
he lost weight
Oh,
though. He's
Jonah.
not.
I was
He
gonna say-
did. He did lose, but his voice would be great.
I thought you
Yeah.
said Jonas Brothers, one of the Jonas Brothers.
Oh, no.
Low
Oh, no, no,
laser.
I
no.
was like, they're all so skinny.
And Jay Baruchel as Panic.
I can see
could
that.
work out too.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could wear the blue suit.
I hope that they. I do hope that they animate the characters. I hope that they they CGI some of the characters and then.
Oh yes, hello.
Idris
Zeus?
Elba as Zeus.
His
Oh.
voice
fair.
would be fantastic.
I'm for it. I
To
could
be
be one
fair,
that
he looks like Zeus there. So
I'm all for it. We all know the true story of Zeus. I'm in
Mhm.
line.
What?
I like Banshit. I like Banshit.
Jesus.
We're publicly here to apologize for Lily.
We're gonna take a small commercial break now.
At least I didn't say exactly what.
Oh, this is the best casting of it all. Morgan Freeman as the narrator.
Oh, that would
Yes.
be great.
Sold.
Wait, who? They're missing the females, the singers. Where are they at? I need those.
Oh
It's gonna be Destiny's Child.
no!
Yeah, I'm down for that. Beyonce and the whole crew.
right.
What about Lizzo? Because
Pussycat Dolls?
that one chick was like pretty hefty, so Lizzo can definitely hit her.
Lizzo does that one. We have the really tall, skinny one could be Rihanna, and then you got like the
Oh,
normal
Rahana said
like.
she ain't dropping no more music. She got a baby. She ain't mess with us.
She don't need to drop no more music. They have the music. Zero to Hero. Come on now.
No, I meant like she ain't singing no more. He chilling. Rihanna, come back though.
She making
She
underwear.
just want
She
all
good.
this booty. Greek mythos.
Uh,
Speaking of
Hey, man.
underwear,
No, yeah, no, put him
God,
back.
what a segue.
Wait, what?
I said speaking of underwear, when you're sitting in your Savage Fenty on your couch, you could also be watching your LG Star Wars C2 OLED TV, which I think went on sale today, actually.
That's a tongue twister.
That Star Wars special edition that looks.
Yeah, so
That looks gorgeous.
it looks expensive.
I was told we don't
It
need.
looks Star Wars.
$2,999.
Oh no, it's just right there.
So I think I read this. So pretty much with this TV, you get like Star Wars menu inspired screen.
Oh, that's cool. Sound effects and everything.
Yeah, the controller has Star Wars.
You better.
I believe the because like when you turn on the TV, it has like this LG splash screen, and I believe this one has a Star Wars splash screen instead.
Oh, that's so cool.
So I don't know if any of you guys have an LG TV. They use the magic remote, and the magic remote is like a mouse pointer. And I guess with this one, when you use the remote, it mimics the lightsaber across the screen as you're doing.
Yo, BTG's
See,
about
this is why I needed this, and I was so I already have the C one. We don't need this special edition one.
You don't. I mean, look, LG C1 and C2 are great TVs.
Someone's going to knock their TV right off the stand playing with that remote. That junk will fly out like the Wii controllers. Hit that
I got
TV,
my Roku. I'm
over.
chilling. We're good. Got that nice budget TV.
And I believe they're only making 500 of those.
Oh, it's a limited edition?
I think it was 500.
Oh, you know.
I'll be right back. Let me.
Somebody's going to buy it.
I'm gonna go buy it right now. Where my wallet at?
Your screen
I'm
will
gonna
go
buy 500 so that BTG can't get any of them. Hold on.
Oh man, you about to have the bank call you up like, "Hello, sir."
That's what
Are you
they
sure
do
you
with
want to spend $747,000 on LG TVs?
Yes.
Put a monopoly on the market so that now the price goes up on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's going to happen. People are going to resell it like on Amazon or eBay for like double the price.
People were selling like toys for like $500. So
$500 for some toys. I mean, does it need batteries?
It was for Christmas, and it was a Paw Patrol toy or something.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, what kind of toy? You might want to elaborate.
No.
It's got karate chop action.
Any wrestling fans in here?
I enjoy wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Wait, before y'all go to the next topic, they still have some that you can buy.
Really? It's still available.
Think about the family.
And the
Think
fact that I'm considering, I'm like, dang, this can go in my craft room.
Yo, someone's child's not going to eat for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Read this article. I gotta order a TV.
I got you, bro.
Control it or not? Are we actually?
No, I got this. My bro asked me.
He took off his glasses. Man, we're gonna be here for a minute.
No. We got this. It's gonna go down just like this. Everything we know about WWE's probe of Vince McMahon.
Did you enunciate probe?
He just wanted to make sure he got in there. You know what I mean? He wanted to really.
I see what you did there.
Insert himself into the conversation.
WWE CEO chairperson Vince McMahon voluntarily stepped back from his roles within the company amid an investigation of an alleged affair and payout with a WWE employee, according to Wall Street Journal. Here's everything we know about McMahon's ongoing investigation so far. What are the allegations? McMahon is being accused of having an affair with a former WWE paralegal and paying her $3 million as part of separations.
He can have a sexual assault, whatever with me. I need $3 million. That sounds
So
nice.
so pretty much he had an affair and fired her and then paid her to be quiet about it.
Essentially, that is the case here, and he's being investigated. But while that investigation is taking place, he chose to step down ahead of time.
That was smart of him. To be fair. Also, this isn't his first issue with sexual misconduct.
But here's the thing, they're both adults. They both chose to have these acts together. He gave her hush money. Why are we talking about it? That's what I'm confused about, I guess.
He probably wants more.
No, it's basically how it affects the WWE more than their actual personal lives. It's as a corporation, it looks bad, especially since like wrestling is actually targeted towards a younger audience generally. So
I want to be him when I grow up, mommy.
yeah.
So I guess he's still going to be around and writing the storylines for the WWE.
But he's not going to be as involved especially as the chairman.
Oh, he gonna be a ghostwriter?
I mean, essentially,
Drake's about to drop a whole new album.
So basically, there's no real repercussions for him.
I mean, no, he could very well, yeah, because it's under investigation.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
we got the magnifying glass on him.
So there's still this chance he may see jail time if convicted or found accused.
Wait, convicted of what?
Convicted of what? They were consenting adults. He just paid her to be quiet about their affair. Like I guess I'm confused about the whole situation. Like, why is it a big thing?
Is it illegal to have?
It's illegal. Yeah, it's bad practice.
Well, that's not.
It is
bad
illegal.
Practice isn't illegal though. Is it actually illegal?
It's illegal to fire somebody because of it.
Illegal.
Did he actually fire her because of that?
I mean,
WWE boy reportedly launched.
I'm sure we heard.
And how long ago did this take place? And why is she just now saying something?
It looked like it took place in the 90s.
So why? I guess I don't understand why people wait so late to talk about stuff like
1994.
I guess she's out of the $3 million now.
No, this is recent.
This recently?
Because she was hired as a paralegal back in 2019.
In 2000,
and then she signed a separation agreement with McMahon in January that barred her from discussing or disparaging her relationship with him. The WWE board members reportedly learned that McMahon's alleged hush money payout following a series of anonymous emails from someone who claimed to be a friend with the former WWE paralegal. Internal probe issued by the WWE Special Committee found that McMahon issued similar non-disclosure agreements with former female WWE employees that also alleged misconduct from McMahon, as well as WWE's head of talent relations.
He also has a sexual assault case too. I don't know if you guys know that.
That's what I was referring to, because it's all
in the 90s. He had a sexual assault with somebody in his limo, and then
that's the
forced
case.
it, and then he forced it on her. That I do know. This is different, I think. Also, hush money is not illegal, but it does depend on the circumstances.
Wait, it's not legal, but it depends on the.
No, it's not illegal, but it depends on the circumstances around it. It could be or could not be illegal depending on the circumstances.
Gotcha.
So he'll probably get away with this, but that just makes a bad workplace environment overall.
Yeah, he probably won't be able to come back.
I'm curious if he used his money or if he used the WWE money, because if he'd used the company money, that is illegal. I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure he used his own money.
Yeah, he rich.
Terrifying.
What he did to Tori and Trish. See, I'm not into WWE, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know enough to be.
How do you think this is going to affect wrestling? Well, just the WWE in general.
It's already getting a pretty bad rap at the moment, but I'm hoping that the attention will draw in eyeballs to the problems that they're currently going through to better shape the company. I mean, there's just all kinds of things going on. I don't have them off the top of my head, but I know one the wrestlers are not getting compensated or getting properly taken care of due to their injuries, and they just feel as though they have to constantly get back out there just because if they're not wrestling or on screen, then they're not getting paid or getting acknowledged and being able to be promote themselves further.
Gotcha.
It's just a stressful environment, and then on top of that, there are sexual allegations. I can't think of a workplace that hasn't had any kind of sexual allegations in the last couple of years. But then again, you know,
Yeah.
I had a wrestling joke, but didn't give me a chance to throw it in there.
does it
We
involve China?
No, I don't know the wrestlers, but it's like from off the top of my head, I was like, oh, from the top of the rope. That's what I was thinking, but you kept talking. I was like, crap, too late.
From the
No,
top
I'm not-
turnbuckle.
I'm not a huge wrestling fan, but I know that this is important to a lot of like younger kids and stuff like that. They look up to a lot of these like wrestlers and stuff like that. So it's unfortunate that so
People.
we'll see. Yeah,
People ruin everything.
I don't really have a point to it. I just know that a lot of younger generation really looks up to a lot of these wrestlers, and whenever stuff like this happens, it looks bad for the women that enjoy the content, and then it's also gives men a wrong representation.
But he's not a wrestler. He's a businessman.
He's both.
He's the head. He's the head of the company. He's the head of wrestling.
Yeah, and he does wrestle.
He
wrestles all the time. He actually just
didn't
he
he get
just
beat
got-
up
A
by
lot
Trump?
of wrestlers that are like old as crap. That's like, okay, I'm 65. Let me retire now.
He literally just got stunned by Stone Cold Steve Austin just this past WrestleMania.
When did Hulk Hogan retire? Because wasn't he
when he became racist.
He was always racist.
I did not mean to laugh. So, man, good gracious.
But
that was
bottom line,
fast.
bottom line is Vince McMahon needs to stop having affairs and cheating and keep it in his pants.
Right,
Just
should-
like Destiny 2 cheat distributor.
Oh.
That trans.
Anyways, we got you here.
So Destiny 2 cheat distributor agrees to pay Bungie $13.5 million in
Oh.
damages. So for those who don't know what Destiny 2 is, it's a first-person shooter, and it does have a competitive mode, and it's riddled with cheaters. And just like with Warzone and a lot of games online, there's all types of cheaters. But a lot of times, these software companies are getting away with it. In this case, it didn't happen. A company that develops cheat codes for Destiny 2 has agreed to pay Bungie $13.5 million in damages in a move that will end a copyright infringement lawsuit. The company has also agreed to a permanent injunction against the creation of any new cheating software for Destiny 2 and any other Bungie game. As seen in court documents and a report from the Torrent Freak, Bungie accused Canadian cheats company Elite Boss Tech of violating Destiny 2's user agreement with its software, as well as costing the developers exorbitant amounts of money in developing anti-cheat technology. Bungie also noted that Elite Boss Tech software disrupted player experiences and damaged Destiny 2's reputation, which in turn threatened the game's commercial viability. While Elite Boss Tech argues that it never copied Destiny 2 code and that some of Bungie's claims were based on unenforceable statements from its limited software license agreement, the cheats company has agreed to pay $13.5 million in damages and agreed to never create Destiny 2 cheats again. $13.5 million was calculated based on the number of times Elite Boss Tech's cheating software was downloaded. 6,765 times with a penalty of $2,000 each.
Jeez Louise.
Wow. Bungie isn't the only company going after cheat companies. Activision recently filed a lawsuit against the Call of Duty cheat distributor. Riot, along with Bungie, also filed a lawsuit against Gator Cheats last year. PUBG's mobile developer recently won $10 million in damages from cheat creators too. Now, here's the crazy part: like, how these cheat companies are making so much money that
how are they making money?
You have to buy the
so that you
software,
can cheat,
or you you subscribe to use their software
just to still be bad at the game. Isn't that crazy?
That's to be that's terrible.
Yep.
What is the big thing about
6,765.
cheating? Like, why?
Because people do not want to learn and put the time into learning how to play the game and beat the game like a normal person would. Cheaters.
It's human nature to
Part of
take
the fun.
it's human nature to take the route of least resistance. So
No, the
So
only
you're talking
acceptable
about
one
people
is
that make
Konami
money.
Code.
A lot of people, there's some people that play tournaments and use cheats, and
No way. How?
where's a
Well,
lot of them
so
are
like
home now. They're
online
all
tournaments.
So they're
Oh,
doing
but it
this in
can't
PvP
regulate.
mode?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the cheats for.
It's
Wow.
auto aiming and all types of stuff, and it's
Wall hacks and
unless
And
it's
they're
really
winning these tournaments with these cheats?
it's been shown
Somebody
like
was
once or
live
twice.
with
Yeah.
it. It wasn't with
all the
Bungie,
time.
but it was Fortnite.
Warzone,
Somebody's like, yeah,
Warzone's
watch
really bad
this.
too. Yeah.
Auto aim and all that, and Fortnite actually cracked down and banned that player. I've
Well,
seen it
I
was
would hope so.
yeah, and he
Speaking
was
of
mad. He was like,
Fortnite, did you see
like,
that tournament where that kid popped that kid in the mouth? Did you see that?
Wait, what?
So-
Video game violence or real life
No.
violence?
Yeah, real life. It was a fight. A couple weeks ago, they had a tournament for Fortnite, and it was like I think it was like $10,000 for the winner, or it might be more. I don't know. The price doesn't matter. Anyways, everybody had like a location where they had to drop in the map so that you played the game naturally, and somebody couldn't just like focus out a player, and somebody kept focusing out the player, and it ended up making him coming in second or third instead of winning the game. And he got up and just punched him right in the jaw, and then
I mean, look, I'm happy about it because like it really does. It ruins the experience for like a lot of these games. Like that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing Warzone for a long time, because at some point, oh my god, it was just flooded with cheaters. You were like, what? How did this dude hit me? No way possible. And you go and watch the camera, and he's just clicking, and it's just targeting all over the place, and you're like, how? What? Like,
yeah.
they got an anti-cheat now, but it's not great.
So they actually just developed another anti-cheat. So before it was making people disappear, like they weren't able to target people if they caught they had software. But now the new one is it makes their guns disappear.
Yo, I want to see.
So now if you get detected with cheat software, your gun disappears.
Huh? Now you
I want to
just.
see. I want to see this in real life. I need to go hop in some streams and see who gets their gun taken away.
It just doesn't make sense to me why someone would want to cheat in a game when you could just not play the game if you're not interested in getting good at it. Does that make sense?
For some people, just winning is more important than.
I know some people like
that's
that.
Because they just be giving out participation trophies and people don't gotta work for stuff, and it builds character where people just want to cheat. That's my personal opinion, but whatever.
I need that.
I personally don't get it either. I know I'm bad at shooters now. So like if I die to a cheater, I would never know. Like I'm just like, all right, I'm chalking up as I'm bad. But like at the end of the day, as long as you're not, I guess you're still harming people, but the sad part is like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, because you're ranking up when you don't deserve that rank up. When someone who actually put in a dedication and the hard work to learning and actually perfecting their craft is sitting at the bottom like, what did I do? What's going on? I've played this game and yada yada. So they start throwing their controller at the TV, and next thing you know, they got to buy a new Star Wars TV.
Sean brought up a good point, saying that that it might be related to the achievements, that just to achieve some of the achievements in the game. Some people might just want to do these cheats to get those things.
It's not an achievement if you cheat.
I agree.
It defeats the purpose of it being an achievement.
But let me get that Sims cheat where I can put in how much money I want in my account. That's what I want.
Wait, isn't that like programmed in the game though? Like
it is. I need that in real life.
Shoot, I'll take that cheat too. If I could pay a subscription for that, I'd do it.
Exactly. That's a pass for that.
A million.
Yeah.
Go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm set for life.
So I just bought my Star Wars TV.
Congratulations.
Meanwhile, I'm over here still pleading my cause.
I think to go along with that is LegoCon 2022 happened, and they have Star Wars Legos and other stuff. I didn't buy the TV though. I want to, but I'm not.
I was gonna say, I swear to God,
the way you was looking on your
it's just on
camera.
his wall, and he's just like lightsaber and like,
yeah, all y'all next.
Right. Like, hey guys, on today's podcast. Well,
right? On Saturday, June 18th, the LEGO Group streamed its second annual LEGOCon, hosted by Vic Hope, Joel McHale, and Melvin O'Doon. Special guests included Ivana Lynch, Luna Lovegood from the Harry Potter franchise, and Angus Macklin, and the director behind new Pixar film Lightyear. Speaking of
wow.
Lightyear, I saw it, and I rather liked it. The event lasted 2 hours and included interviews with LEGO designers and International LEGO Masters Build Project to celebrate the company's 90th anniversary. But the most exciting parts of the show were the multiple set reveals. 2 of the sets will revive classic LEGO themes, and the other sets continue LEGO's licensed franchises, including Avatar, Star Wars, Marvel, Super Mario, and more. All sets will launch later this summer, and here are some of them. Dang, 44 images.
Well, I guess I'll be taking a stroll to the Lego store.
Right.
I actually thought about doing Legos, like just
On Steam. I mean on
Yeah.
stream.
yeah. I've never really done Legos, but like some of them are really cool.
Yeah.
Legos is such a good company, man. Like I was like, why does Lily sound like that?
Yeah.
oh no, because my youngest showed me a picture that she drew, and it threw me off guard. So she was laughing, I'm laughing. Notice, I'll explain it later. Go ahead with
It'd
the
be
Legos.
crazy.
Yeah, the picture was wild.
Some of these are actually really cool. Oh wow.
They're strange.
I actually like
Ooh,
the Avatar. That tree looks really cool.
it does.
Yo, that
Wow.
Doctor Strange house. Oh my god.
Is that Iron Man and Spider-Man? Oh, it's Wong
Yep.
too. That's cool.
Oh yeah, Lego and is expensive. It's super expensive if you're really into it.
I'm not.
Has anyone been to Legoland before?
I have. I've been
I
there.
Not
have.
Legoland.
It was great.
It was
I
expensive.
want to go, but I have PTSD. Like I bought that for my youngest. It's actually really cute. The little
Which one?
Mario.
Oh, you did? I wanted
yeah.
to buy that so bad.
Yeah, it was. I got it on sale. You gotta catch deals,
Everybody's
man.
a bunch of children's in here.
You just
a whole
need to
bunch
buy
of
it
children.
for me.
Do they have
I
Dragon
just
Ball?
bought a $3,000 TV. I can't afford it.
Are there
My
Dragon
leggings ain't
Ball
got
Legos?
pockets. You know they do.
I want to
It's
go to
great,
the Poke
man.
Center. I think Poke Center's in New York too, but I really want to go to the Poke Center.
The Nintendo store I've been to, but not the Poke Center.
I got kids. I got a kid.
Hey,
ATG
kid.
has
Singular.
2 of them Jones.
I have 2 drinks. Yep.
Two.
Too many.
Okay.
That's too
I
many.
just have one. Just
That's
the
the right
one.
amount. That's the
That's
amount.
one too many.
Sometimes.
I've had too many. Little.
I can't
Tough
wait
problem.
until little Rainbow like grows up a little bit more, and then she's just like, he does not stop. He just
He
doesn't
already
stop.
don't stop. What do you mean?
Because
Oh,
he's
they're
a boy. Of
repeating.
course not. He's like, can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it's
he's
3 o'clock in the morning. What are you
fearless
doing?
at that. Like
No,
this kid
I
is
literally-
fearless.
I asked my daughter. I was like, "Hey, it's time to get ready for bed." I was like, "No." I was like, "What do you mean no?" She's like, "No." I was like, "I will fight you."
Oh wow.
Go to bed.
Vito said he's childless, man. Stay that way till you're ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for our
Rainbow,
listeners.
Rather you don't.
You'll
It's
have
not
a lot
for
more
the
money
faint
in
of
your
heart.
pocket. Yo, that is no lie.
Especially when you raising a no limit soldier.
Oh, we don't stop.
Yo, that's my youngest. Oh my gosh.
2 more stories left. This one was brought to us by Rainbow,
Drum roll.
I believe.
Oh, I'm about to say you want a drum roll?
There was a buildup.
It is Tokyo Revengers. Dragon's voice actor is back after 1-year break due to controversy. I have watched Tokyo Revengers. I love it. I'm not that big into like the voice actors that much. So Rainbow, you're gonna have to enlighten me on why this is crazy.
The picture though.
The picture.
Well, it's not crazy for me because I watched it dubbed, but for you people that watch it dubbed, there will be a new voice actor, and apparently, he decided to take a little break after his scandal when he had an extramarital affair. So yeah.
So he was having an extramarital relationship with a coworker. After the news surfaced online, Suzuki got into a lot of trouble in the anime industry as he started losing voice acting roles. He was removed from the Misfitted Demon King account. Whoa, he was in that too? Where Suzuki was voicing the. Oh, that's. You know what? That makes a lot of sense because I do really like the voice of Draken and Misfitted Demon King. Oh, well, that sucks.
This is what happens when you cheat on
This is what happens when you cheat.
singer royalty in the
Sus-
anime world.
Suzuki's wife is Lisa, who is a well-known anime singer, also went on hiatus due to mental and physical fatigue. Is her name Lisa?
Yeah.
Also,
Lisa
this is
has-
what happens when you get caught, not when you do it. You had to get caught.
Just gotta not get caught.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, we
Lisa
see
has-
what Dax believes when it comes to
Loopholes.
cheating.
He said loopholes.
He wasn't wearing enough hats and sunglasses to keep it under wraps.
It was me the whole time.
Hello.
It wasn't up to these meddling kids. Nah, but,
And damn dog too.
yep. So I actually, yeah, I like his voice a lot. Is it gonna change whether I watch the show or not? No. I mean,
There was another article where, or maybe it was a post. I think it was a post on Twitter where someone posted like a clip of the new voice actor. I don't know what the old one sounded like, but I mean, as far as the way the character looks and the way the voice sounds, it matches up to me. So I'm going to assume that people won't be too upset about it. I mean, we're going to be more so like finally the next season. So
I feel like it would be a bigger deal, like if this was like Dragon Ball Z or something, and Goku's voice changed, and you're like, "Oh my god, what happened?"
What is-
Right.
I was actually about to make that exact reference, except it was going to be a little different. I was going to say I had to deal with Dragon Ball Z's, Japanese voice actors, and so I can deal with any other voice actors. Some of them are really bad.
And they're all done by chicks. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it's cool. It's
Trunks is
crazy. though.
voiced by Laura Bailey. So
Whoa.
yeah, Kid Trunks.
I didn't know that.
Last article for today.
Sorry, those are my kids.
It kind of sounds like a scary video game.
Yo, they're drawing.
Like I'm terrified. Like sounds like little ghost children are running around my office.
No, I'm.
It's way scary. It's real children.
Oh shit! That is
Mine
worse.
will sit at the end of a hallway. So I said, "Do you want to play?"
So apparently, this is off MSNBC. Did Google create a sentient program? Artificial intelligence expert explains why Google engineer was duped and what sentience would actually look like. So I saw this earlier in the week and I got terrified and immediately thought of Terminator. I was like, oh my god. I was like, it's over.
It's
I
in.
was like, Skynet is here.
It's all over now.
Here we go.
But yeah, apparently like this one of the people working with this, it's a language learning system that has full conversations with you, and I guess the conversations were so great that one of the people who was working with it was like, this thing is thinking for itself for real.
Oh, wow.
no. Mm-mm.
But apparently like the people who developed it, they're saying no, it's not. It doesn't have memories, and it only can interact when you're interacting with it. But that's how all these terrifying end of the world apocalypse.
That's how Kirby started.
Kirby.
events start.
Mm-hmm.
But
Or Furby. Sorry, Furby.
Oh, I was about to say Kirby.
I was like, Kirby's sentient.
I mean, have you seen how wide? Never mind.
Super long article. They did a whole interview about why it's not sentient and how it can't be sentient, but only time will tell.
It's fine. We're okay. They have the first 3 rules. You can't harm the creator. You can't, we're fine.
Like on what was that?
They can't harm the creator, but that doesn't mean they can't manipulate somebody else into harming the creator.
Human. Yeah, that's fair.
Can't harm its creator, but with us, they're gonna throw hands. I'm good. You didn't create me.
Especially the way y'all talk to your Alexas and your Googles.
And yo, who you Google?
Your Googles.
Your
Shut
Google
the hell
phones,
up, Alexa.
Right.
I don't know you.
It's my purse.
Yeah, and that's all the news for today. If you guys don't know, we'll be Extreme Elements letting us know. We are gonna move into our next segment, which we have every Tuesday, called Rainbows Getting to the Pot of Gold. Pretty much it's an AMA. You guys can join the Discord and chat into the Pot of Gold thread, leaving questions for us to ask on air, and we have to answer them. So, Rainbow,
I didn't sign a
what's up?
contract for this.
Give me 1 second.
Joke's on you.
One.
That joke's on you.
There
I just
is
still
no
want to get.
contract.
I just didn't want to get beat with oatmeal raisin cookies. That's why I'm still here.
You understand? This is what happens when you're on the starting five.
Oh man, that's what happens when I thought I was subbing and everyone showed up. I was like, oh, I'm not needed. Then Rainbow was like, I'll beat you with the oatmeal raisin cookies. I'm like, no, oatmeal raisin.
Y'all are hating on the oatmeal raisin. I like those cookies.
I like the oatmeal raisins from Potbellies. Oh my god, them things are so good.
And they're big too.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, what?
Wait, we can't talk about it being girthy?
They
Come
super thick though. They make your mouth moist. Moist mouth.
Yeah, J Leo 7 said that's what it is. Oatmeal chocolate chip. Is that what they have at Potbellies?
Yo, I love that Charmander.
Those are that's what it is. Those are so good. Yeah, skip the raisins. I was wrong.
Alrighty. Sorry
I
about
want
that.
to. I need to go to Iverson.
Welcome.
But
So who wants to go first?
Yano.
Yano. Okay.
Golly.
Now
You gotta be
my
quick with this one.
question for Yano. You recently took up learning how to play an instrument. What is your advice for people who think they're too old to learn something new?
oh, too old.
Knowing what you would like to achieve and understand it ahead of time. Have a goal before picking up any instrument. Have a goal and try to figure out baby steps to achieve that goal. Don't expect one day to practice this one new technique or learn learn all the music theory and then move on to the next thing. No, take baby steps. Go very slow. Get a metronome app or just go on YouTube and look up a metronome tool and just slowly go through playing notes and understanding what they all mean. That's it.
What's a metronome?
Ding, ding.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Correct.
Yeah, if you seen Yano accidentally stream, you would have seen it and heard it while he was dancing.
Also, my question, Yano, I have a question. What if I need to learn through the Fire and Flames by tonight? How do I do that?
Fire your manager and get a new one because that's a tough one. That's a hard song.
I was gonna say drug.
And a metronome is actually a move by Clefairy.
Well done, sir. You're a nerd. You're cool.
Shut up, nerd.
See, I told you people called me a nerd.
But we call you a nerd out of love.
All right, who's up next?
I'll go.
All right, Dax.
Oh, ladies first tonight, I see.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my question for you is, you recently made a life change so that you can eventually stream or be a content creator full-time. How is that going, and have you run into any challenges? Also, any advice for others trying to do the same?
Yeah. So yeah, I decided to go full-time content creating about 3 months ago. There's definitely been some ups and downs, especially with summer coming up. So you see a lot less people because they're all outside with their kids and whatever. There have been downs. Depression takes a huge part, especially for a lot of content creators, and I don't think that it gets talked about enough. I think everybody last month hit a pretty hard wall in terms of content creating. I know a lot of friends of mine personally said that they had to take a break. As for somebody who wants to go full time, consistency is key. I think that you need to not only be on one platform, I think you should be on every platform that you're able to be on, even if you don't think that it's going to work. I also think that you pick your own hours. So the more work you have, the more work you do, the higher chances you have of success. But that doesn't necessarily mean if you put 24 hours into something that you're going to see success. You have to be smart, and it's a statistic at the end of the day. Regardless of if you enjoy like that part of it, you have to do that part. Stats is very important when it comes to content creating, or really anything when it comes to the public. So yeah,
That's cool.
Well said.
Yeah. Also,
I
go
like
see
that
your
answer.
therapist.
Mhm.
Go see your therapist.
Mine got checked into a psychiatry crazy house, so I don't have one anymore.
Ah, that's because she had too much therapy, and then her therapy just made her crack.
That white jacket
Actually,
was looking nice.
One, speaking of therapists, my therapist actually is like, she owns the entire clinic, but she actually does she does conferences, she does books, and she's like really, really well known apparently. And I was just like, oh, the more you know. So
Nice.
Vito, yes. If you go to the Discord, there's a section called Pot of Gold, right? I think it's what it's called. And you can ask any
Yes.
question there, and it'll be viewed for the next stream.
Unless it's very juicy.
And we're still live.
We like it juicy.
Oh,
Here you
jeez.
guys go. Who's next?
Go. I'll go next.
All right, Lily. Being a mom whose job is never done, how do you maintain your sanity and take care of yourself? Any advice you have for newish moms like myself who are struggling with that?
There is nothing wrong with edibles. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Unless you breastfeed.
Oh well, I ain't got nothing up here anyway, so I'm good. I'm sorry,
Excuse me. Mute myself.
But
Bless you.
definitely try to find time for yourself, because you, as a mom, working, stressing about the household and everything, it will tear you down to the point of you think there's no return. Definitely find someone who you can like vent to, or a good support system. That's so important. That way, and also self-care. That is something that I am a bit missing on right. But my self-care is next month. But if someone wants the kid or wants your kid, that's family. Like your mom.
Here you go.
Yeah, exactly. When can I watch my grandbaby? Yep.
I know we just met and this is crazy, but can I have your kids? Thank you.
Who stand at the corner? They're gonna be jumping out the car. You got to catch them. Make sure they don't hit the curb and drift off. Yes. Go long.
Anything broken, you have to take care of yourself. We don't take damage returns. So.
Oh man. But yeah, especially being like with me moving and not really having like my family here to help watch kids, is definitely like a wear down. But find time for yourself, big time. Even if you got to give the little one melatonin, they sleep, you can relax. Take a nap
8
too.
o'clock every night, melatonin.
Don't overdose them though. There's been a huge uptick in melatonin overdoses.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
be careful.
Please don't be putting like, here, have 5 gummies. No, don't do that to your kid, please.
And don't put them where your kids can reach them, because majority of them was where kids could reach them and ate them like gummies.
Oh,
Because
like
they
the
are
Flintstone
gummies. They
vitamins?
literally look and taste like gummies.
I did that for the Flintstone vitamins, yo. That's fine.
Can we all agree now that we're adults, those Flintstones vitamins are gross?
No,
They're delicious.
I used to eat them
No, they-
just like they were candy.
Yo,
They're made of chalk.
They remind me of Pez.
They're literally made of
Exactly.
chalk.
and
Delicious.
that's what made it good.
It was some
Oh, that's
delicious
crazy.
chalk then.
This is the
Yeah.
last week that you will see Professor Daxter on this
Oh, Professor
podcast. We do
joined us
not.
in eating chalk.
Is it because you don't eat chalk too?
No.
Wait,
Oh,
who
so
doesn't
Dax-
eat chalk?
Dax actually seasons his stuff, so that's probably
Yeah,
why.
yeah. I put salt and pepper on all
Oh,
my
and
stuff.
pepper on.
Put it on my chalk.
Hey, you gotta sizzle it a little bit, give it a nice little fry, you know.
Throw it on the grill for a couple minutes.
Oh man, that's that flavor right there.
Just thinking of those makes my skin crawl. I'm not even joking.
Really?
You know what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy some and I'm gonna have them next Tuesday.
All of them were good except for the purple one.
We should mail Dax a whole box.
I
For
will fight
Halloween.
all of you.
It'd be
I will
Halloween
fight
candy.
All of you.
Yep,
I'm
I
going
will
on
have
Amazon
one.
right now.
Yep, I will send it to you with your shirt.
All right, cool. Yo, that shirt looks fire.
What shirt? Let me see it.
The DBZ ones I made.
Oh yeah, on Twitter. Check it out, y'all.
It's gonna be my my workout. I'm gonna get it cut sleeveless.
Yeah,
Let me
he's gonna
see
have his
that
guns
video.
out. But yeah,
Mhm.
self-care. Have time for yourself.
I forgot Lily had a question.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't be afraid to tell your kid, just go in your room. Let mommy be in timeout. It works wonders. And edibles.
I said cocaine, but I was friends.
Huh?
They said no cocaine, so here we are, cocaineless.
Talking about Coca-Cola, right?
But they gonna eat
Back
chalk.
in the day,
so they won't take
Coca-Cola.
it. Yeah.
Hey man, at least we'll live if we eat the chalk.
Yeah.
Good tips.
All right, BTG. How do you?
Sorry,
and
I'm
your-
not here right now. Please leave a message.
Wait, what? No,
Go ahead.
no.
Someone last with this Bama back over here.
Go ahead.
How do you and your wife find the perfect balance of taking care of home and the kids, but also having those moments to do what you love?
Good question.
You
So the
literally had a whole
secret
week.
The secret is there is no perfect balance.
Right.
It's always evolving and adapting and just pretty much being adaptable and communicating. Try to set a schedule. Like with me and my wife, she knows every Tuesday, look, I'm doing this podcast. When I was streaming more consistently, I had 3 days out the week set that I would stream, and she knew how that worked. And I help out as much as I possibly can. Like when I'm home, like I come home from work and I help out as much as I can to make things easier for her. So when she's giving me my time to do the things that I need to do, that works out. And then also planning time with each other. A lot of times you can get lost in the everyday like monotony of chores, taking care of family, paying bills, and forget that you know what, I'm married. We need to, we need time together. Because family time and time with your spouse or partner or significant other, those are two completely different things. Try to keep them separate. Like family time is great, but time with your partner is also needed.
I have a question for BTG. How do you plan date nights when you have to now have a babysitter? You have to get a third party involved. How do you plan date nights?
So what we do is actually you have one day at least a month that's set aside that all right, this is date night. So you always have that babysitter ready. You have that person that whether it's family member or somebody that you trust, like, hey, if you can do this the third Saturday of every month, I would appreciate it. Shoot, even if you have other friends who have kids that you're cool with, you guys can rotate and be like, hey, we're going to do the third Saturday. You guys do the second Saturday. We'll take your kids. We also plan things with other couples that we know. Like we rotate every month. Like we have a couple that we know They pick something for us all to do, and then we just go. And then we pick something the next month for us all to do. We try to pick something that none of us have done before, or a place that we've never eaten, and that works out. It's
Does
really
it feel?
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say it's really about managing your time. Like just like anything else that you want to do, like you gotta know that your relationship is something that you want to do and something that you want to work on. Just like how you put time aside to practice playing an instrument. It's the same thing when it comes to a relationship. It takes practice, and you have to set the time aside to get good at it.
I'm sure.
I have a question for BTG.
Holy crap!
What if I
No.
need to
I'm
learn
next
through the
for
fire
now.
and flames before the end of the night?
You said what?
I said, what if I need to learn through the fire and flames before the end of the night? That's what I asked Yana whenever he.
That's a good solo.
Oof. Shit,
Go ahead and put him on mute.
You might be divorced. Because it ain't nothing you can do in a day. I'll tell you that much.
Oh man,
It
that
takes
is
trial
for
and
sure.
error.
Oh man, I gotta go to the gym actually.
Is
Oh,
that all
and-
the
Ice
questions?
cream.
There are 2 more. Do we have time?
I have time.
I have time. I'm good.
All right. So this one is for, I guess, whoever is a wrestling fan.
Go ahead and
As
mute my mic.
wrestling fans, what are your thoughts about Ronda Rousey coming to wrestling?
I love.
Wait, I
Ronda
thought
Rousey.
she was already in the wrestling.
I
Yeah,
mean, well,
a couple years ago.
what are your thoughts of her? You know, she's no longer doing MMA.
I mean, I support it because it seemed like something. How do I put it? She's expanding not only her career, but she also got injured, and she doesn't want to get injured in that capacity again. So I think instead of her dying in the ring and making someone else, feel terrible about it, she's moved on into wrestling, where especially other wrestlers came from other actual mixed martial arts professions into the wrestling ring. So it's not. Yeah, right. So it's not the Kurt Angle, right? It's not the first time that this has been done. I think this is the first time I've noticed that a woman is transitioning from mixed martial arts to wrestling, and I love to see it. And that is going to bring more women into this sport and level of entertainment. So I support it.
I love Ronda Rousey. I actually really enjoyed her as a fighter. I don't really watch WWE or anything like that, but I heard that she wasn't very good at the acting part of it, but she's such an incredible athletic person. She's very athletic, so good for her.
So, my thoughts on Ronda Rousey. I understand her transition from MMA and then going to wrestling to make it a career. I mean, The Miz did it. He came from real world and became one of the biggest wrestlers in the WWE. I think with her situation, they kind of pushed her. They pushed her faster than was necessary, and that led to a lot of critiquing. Like she wasn't as good.
Do you mean they pushed her story? Like
they pushed her story and her. Like she was involved in a lot of stuff off the break, and it was clear from jump that she wasn't exactly ready to be on the main stage yet. She had her period of calling wrestling fake when she was in wrestling. Like it's like the one thing you don't do as a wrestler is call your job fake. And she's cleared that up. She's progressed. She's getting better, and I mean, all I can say is good luck to her, and she's doing fine now.
I'd say she had to. I wonder if they did it because they had to get the value out of her,
and that's what I'm. That is what happened.
Yeah,
and it was just rushed, and they could have did a better job of it, but at the end of the day, as long as she gets better and keeps competing, then I'm okay with her just doing it. I'm okay with anybody going to wrestling.
Yeah. Are you back, Yana? You all right?
Can you guys hear me?
His computer went off
Mhm.
again.
How did you?
I guess
Someone ain't paid the electricity bill.
it's
Not
pretty
with
on
my
brand for you, to be
computer
honest.
is old.
He's on mobile camera now.
No.
No lighting. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
No,
that's
they're
all
good.
good.
What's the last question? Anyways.
The last question is from a viewer in the audience. Yay!
From who?
It is from Vito.
Oh.
Hey.
And Vito's question is, how do I keep my creative alive while working a full-time job?
That's a hard ass.
God,
How to keep your creative alive, your creativity,
Oh, like his
or
creativity?
I mean, I have
Is
my
Vito a
answer.
streamer or artist?
I haven't. I don't believe he started yet.
I would say as an artist specifically too, I think it fits for everybody. You need to know when you hit your limit and take a break. I think as a content creator, especially one who worked full time. So backstory: I used to stream about a year ago. I would stream 7 days a week, 5 hours a day with a toddler and a full time job. And I burn out so quick. I think like 3 months in, I was just like, I can't do this. So you really have to shelter your expectations of what you can and can't do. Take a break if you need it, and don't kill yourself with just because you stream 10 hours a day or 5 hours or 8 hours a day or whatever it may be, 7 days a week, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make it. Be smart with the hours that you put in, and just like in a sport, have your focus on doing the best that you can do with the time that you're allotted.
And in the words of Professor Dexter, consistency is key.
True.
but also don't be afraid to take a break, because if you work on it too much, you won't love it anymore. Don't make it to where it drains you completely. Take a break from it, just enough for you to cleanse a bit, and then get back into it, fall in love with it all over again. Because that's what I had to do with my crafting. I had to take a break from it because I loved it, but it was draining.
I'd say it's better to take a day off than take a week. So if you take your day off
Well,
today, then in a week you won't have. You know what I mean? Like
it also depends on the person, because I took a month off before I got back.
What I'm saying is the issue that I had is I waited until I was burnt out and I took a year off, compared to if I would have just taken a day off or a week off.
Oh, I see.
I would have been back on the grind. So yeah, I agree with you. I was just expanding on your point.
Oh yeah, but yeah, definitely take a break and then fall in love with it again.
Yeah, just me. Sean made a good point. He said keep changing your perspective. Sometimes you do need to see it from another side, like depending on what you're doing, like whether it's like art or graphic design, anything that's creative. Sometimes you just need to look at other places to spark your creativity again. Go look at people that are doing the same things as you, and sometimes you'll pull something creative out of what they've done and been like, oh, you know what? This would be really cool if I did it this way. Let me try this. So a different perspective or changing your perspective is also a good way to keep sparking your creativity.
Yep.
I also think, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep bringing up points, but I also think that like getting a support system, kind of like, you know, as a mom or whatever with kids or whatever, I think it's important in this field too. I didn't have Rainbow, I didn't have Yano, I didn't have Duo Code at the time. And so now whenever I'm down on myself or I'm like, man, I'm not really doing what I expect to do, Duo is like, nah, you got this, or Rainbow or Yano or Lily or whoever it may be. It doesn't matter who's in your circle, but get a circle for sure.
And just know that not everybody is gonna like everything that you do.
Oh,
you're gonna have people who hate what you do, but there's gonna be people that love what you do.
I hate what I do.
Haters are out there.
Yeah, you just gotta roll with it. So,
yeah.
I mean, shoot, haters love you too, even though they don't want to admit it.
Yeah, they don't even realize they love you.
They just love to hate.
Yeah, hate.
Yano's hating in 30 frames. I love it.
That's that good old T-Mobile service. Go ahead, boy.
I do want to say one thing. I feel as though to generate creative ideas and just constantly be able to work in a creative space is keep a notebook, keep a notepad, and just jot down your ideas. Like, let's say you're at work, put in your notepad. You can have it on your phone. You can have a physical notepad. I keep one next to my bed, and anytime I come up with an idea that I think you guys would enjoy, I jot it down and see how I could work it into my content.
Oh,
That's
a good
hard
point.
for all of us people out here that drive for a living because, like, oh yeah, let me write this down. Ah!
You know, do you wake up in a panic like, I have an idea, let me write it down?
All the time.
Yo, you ain't had to get that close.
No, that's a really good point though, because sometimes like you have your best ideas and then you forget about them. So if
Mine
you
are in
write,
the shower.
even if it's like just a small idea, like you don't have the whole thing planned out, write it down so you can come back to it and be like,
And
oh,
expand
let
on
me
it.
add this, let me add this, and then it'll just turn into something wonderful.
Also, failure. People are so afraid to fail, and it's one of the best things to do.
I have a question for you, Professor. I have a really great question for you. What does failure look like to you? Well, like how does one know they failed, and how can they use that failure to learn from it?
Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me go get that mirror real quick. I'll be right there. No, I don't think failure has like an answer, really. I think, failure is depending. Like, I remember one of the scariest things as like a content creator is trying something new on a channel. And if you are below your average, that's failure, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means that there could be other compounding issues. That's why failure is not always a bad thing. It's just consistency to see if that failure consists or if it's just a blimp in inconsistency. So
failure is giving up.
Yes, one of my favorite quotes is "Failure is not the opposite of success. It's
I love that
success."
quote. It is my favorite quote. Well, second favorite quote.
So failing just means you're progressing. You have to fail to progress, and that happens with everything. These iPhones, computers, all this stuff didn't happen overnight. They didn't get it right the first time. They had to fail to make these things great.
Even as like one of my my favorite comedians, Kevin Hart, and he's talked about him not having like the material not sticking, right? Like not everything's going to stick. You got to test the waters and see what does and what doesn't. But yeah,
comedy is one of the best ways to test out, to go through the trial of failure, learn from your failure, try again, learn from your failure. Comedy is one of those best way to immediately learn whether or not what you're doing works or not.
Also, for me, like when it comes to content creating, I generally look at all my stats like nightly, and then I compare them month to month. Each month I go back and look and see what has, because you can't really tell if a singular stream is going to be a success or not. However, you can see over a month what was successful, what wasn't, and then you can also see how did this compare to last, and all that stuff. And you should see at least a plateau or an incline of even a minimal.
That can be super stressful. However, moving from when I did only Smash Brothers streams, and then I moved from Smash Brothers, and I said I want to try just chatting, and I tried it, and it went horrible, just horrible the first time. And I
15-minute delay in chat.
Well, because you got to read chat, and if you don't read chat, fast enough,
or if you can't read.
They actually say Yano's still reading a chat from 2 streams ago. So
yeah.
It was all a dream.
It's okay. We still love you for it.
I tried to be like, oh, this is the same person that played at Zeus and Poseidon. He's like, Poseidon. Like,
that's our Yano.
I hope that answered your question, Vito, because Vito, we
sure.
had a lot of. Yeah, we can go on that all day. Any last thoughts on that?
No, I think everybody fails. It's just what you do after the failure.
Every day.
I think
Can't stop, won't stop. Just a small break.
Speaking of which, I gotta go do some workout.
Like, yeah, pre-working.
Okay. So with that, we're gonna leave you with games coming out this week, and then do we want to talk about anime and TV shows that are coming out or already out?
It's up to you guys.
All right, so I'll start with games coming out this week. All right, Fall Guys, because I believe Fall Guys went free to play. It's on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, and Switch. That came out today, actually. Shadowrun returns PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch. Shadowrun Trilogy. What the heck? How many Shadowruns came out today?
42.
Shadowrun Trilogy, PlayStation 5, Xbox. It's on all of them. Shadowrun Dragonfall is on all of them today. Shadowrun Hong Kong is on everything today. Wreckfest on Switch came out today. It must be. Deliver Us the Moon on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Naraka Blade Point is coming out in a couple days on Xbox Series X and S, and I believe that's coming out on Game Pass. Sonic Origins, PlayStation 5, XS, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Capcom Fighting Collection, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes on Switch on the 24th. Madison on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC on the 24th.
Golly.
Woo!
A lot of time.
Also, a game that I'm really looking forward to, and it's a free demo right now on Steam, is Above Snakes. It's a survival tile game, and it is really cool.
Above space?
Above Snakes.
Above Snakes.
Yeah.
For anime TV shows that are coming out this year are already out, Bubble came out April 28th on Netflix. I still have to watch that. Rainbow said it's pretty good. Healer Girl came out on the 4th. Comey Can't Communicate Part 2 came out April. Let me just get to June. Hold on.
That was a really good one. You want to read it while you take a break?
This is really long. Spriggan, June 18th. Blue Lock, June this year. My Hero Academia Season 6 comes out this month. Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer comes out in July. Yuri Deko, July. Kakaguri Twin, August. One Piece Red. Is this a movie? August 6th. Chainsaw Man, Summer 22. Ino-O, Summer 22. Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War, October. Golden Kamuy, Season 4, October 22. To Your Eternity, Season 2 in October. Uzumaki, October. Cyberpunk, Edgerunner. There's a Cyberpunk anime coming out?
Yep.
Yeah, they announced that. I remember that.
Oh, yeah, they did. To be announced 2022. Dragon Ball Super Superhero. That has already come out in Japan.
Is that on any platforms?
It's in Japan right now. They haven't got the dub yet.
I didn't know if it'd be like a Crunchy or something.
Not yet. A Made in Abyss, The Golden City of Scorching Sun, to be announced this year. Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 to be announced this year. The Tommy Time Machine Blues to be announced this year.
And also to add to it for all those fans back in the 90s from the Toonami era, Trigun is being redone. Get hype, guys! Trigun. So they are trying to bring back original voice actors, those who are still with us, for the subtitles, basically for the original Japanese language. For English, I don't know what they're going to do with it yet, but hopefully Johnny Young Bosch will be Bosch again.
I haven't seen it.
It's
so
actually called Trigun Stampede, and that's coming out 2023.
I'm just excited Umbrella Academy comes out tomorrow.
Love
man, you got so much to watch.
It's the only thing I have prepared to watch. That Miss Marvel.
We can talk about it. I'm gonna catch up in Umbrella Academy.
It's very good.
It is very good. If
you haven't watched it, I want to rewind back a little bit. You guys still haven't seen Bubble?
I
I've
have
never
not.
heard of it.
That's on
Never
Netflix.
heard of it till now.
It's on Netflix. It looks pretty good. I started
What
it,
is
but I
it?
haven't been able to finish it.
What is it?
I'm gonna
I
have to
gotta
have an
watch
It's,
it.
anime
it's
night.
an anime.
Yeah, we should do an anime night.
We should. Maybe
I'm
we can
down.
do. Maybe
We should
can
like
do one.
slowly insert me into the anime world, but like, you know,
Heh heh heh.
Yeah, let's plan
No
it.
Bible Black Lily.
I got it.
Darn!
What was that one? Hold on.
I can't ruin any more people.
What was that anime? Oh my god, I can't think of the name of it. Is it High School something?
Pokemon.
High School DxD?
High School DxD?
Yeah, that was a good anime. I like that anime.
What about Overfiend? No, I'm just kidding. Don't look
I've
those
never
up,
seen
guys.
Overfiend.
Lily.
You don't want
I'm not
to.
on stream. I'm chilling. Yeah, DxD was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. But
Don't look it up, guys. Do it.
I can't choose who to raid out on. Do you guys have a suggestion?
I do not.
Yeah, go ahead and look for somebody. Thank you guys for joining us for Night Kids After Dark podcast. Check us out on all platforms. Well, not all platforms. Spotify, Anchor, and Apple Podcasts. If you search Night Kids After Dark, we'll pop up. Appreciate it. We just reached top 240 video game category podcasts on Apple Podcasts. So if you guys go on there and like, rate, whatever, we really appreciate it. And if you enjoy the content, please follow so we can hit affiliate this month and give you guys more content. Join the Discord. Come chat it up. We'll plan this community game night again and an anime night.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
let's try
Y'all
to
beat
set-
me to it.
Let's try to set up something for like a Marvel movie night whenever Disney Plus hits, and then maybe do like anime night or something like that. I'm down for a day.
Yeah, I'm down for all
I don't
of
stream Thursdays and Fridays, so I'll be good to do that.
So on that note, Professor Dexter, where can we find you in your content?
Hello, guys. Professor Dexter here. You can either find me on Twitch at Professor_Dexter or Twitter at Professor Dexter, all one word. We will be back tomorrow playing some more Bioshock, and then I have 2 days off. And yeah, it should be a fun time. If you guys have it, make sure to hit the follow. And we're on the road to 2,000. So,
Nice. Yano, where can we find you?
Hey guys, what's happening? Yanonick here. You can find me at NK_Yanonick at Twitter.com, or you can find me over at Twitch/Yanonick.
good job.
Yo, you got it. Congratulations.
Your
That
face
was
looks
so
so unsure.
smooth.
Lily, where can we find you?
You can find me in St. Louis rolling on the. So, not kidding. You can find me at Twitch at LilyMasume. Also on Twitter on LilyMasume, where I post lovely pictures of some of my lovely art and tomfoolery. And that's it.
She's fantastic.
And Rainbow, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at X_Rainbowkisses.
And you can find me, BTG Plays, on Twitch at Black and Tie Guy Plays, Twitter NK_BTG Plays, and Instagram Black and Tie Guy Plays. Thank you guys for joining. Hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I won't be here. It'll be hosted by Yanonick on the same channel, same place, same time. See you later, guys.
Unless his power goes out. Bye.
Yeah.